everyone, and welcome to today's lesson. In this video, I am going to explore the topic Introduction to Materials Development. We will look at what materials development means, why it is important in language teaching, and how teachers can create effective and engaging materials for their learners. Whether you are a teacher, a student, or simply interested in education, this lesson will help you understand the basic principles and purpose of developing teaching materials. So, let's get started. Learning materials play an important role in improving the quality of teaching and facilitating learning. This model discusses the different categories of language materials and its importance to language teaching. The materials development, which is both a field of study and practical undertaking, is also introduced. Materials development is one of the most important areas in language teaching because effective teaching depends on using high quality, engaging, and meaningful learning materials. In simple words, materials development refers to the creation, selection, adaptation, and evaluation of teaching resources that help learners acquire a language. Why is material development important? Why is the material development important? It helps support learners' needs. Good materials are based on learners' age, level, interests, goals, and learning styles. They help students learn what they need for real communication. Next one is makes learning more engaging. Interesting visuals, stories, games, and interactive activities make lessons enjoyable and increase motivation. Third one is provide structure. Materials guide both teachers and learners through the learning process. They organize topics, skills, vocabulary, grammar, and tasks in logical order. First one is encourages independent learning. Well-designed materials help learners study on their own outside the classroom. Next one is promotes skill development. Materials are essential for practicing reading, writing, listening, and speaking in balanced ways. Next slide about objectives and goals of materials development. Materials development in language teaching has several key objectives and goals. These aims ensure that the learning process becomes effective, meaningful, and learning-centered. The following are the main objectives and goals. First one is to support learners' language acquisition. This goal is primary goal of materials development and to provide learners with input that helps them acquire language naturally. Materials should expose students to rich, comprehensible, and meaningful language. Next goal is to meet learners' needs and interests. Materials must be designed based on learners' age, level, learning style, goals, and personal interests. When materials match learners' real needs, motivation, and success increase. Next one is to provide clear learning objectives. Each material should have a clear purpose, such as practicing vocabulary, developing reading skills, improving speaking fluency, or teaching grammar structures. Clear objectives guide both teachers and learners. First one is to enhance learners' motivation. Good materials attract learners' attention through visuals, stories, interactive tasks, and meaningful content. Motivated students participate more actively and learn faster. Fifth one is to facilitate skills development. Another important goal is to support the development of four main language skills like listening, speaking, reading, and writing, as well as sub skills such as pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, and critical thinking. Next one is to promote communicative competence. Materials should help learners use language for real communication. Activities such as role plays, discussions, information gap tasks, and problem-solving activities encourage meaningful interaction. Seventh one is to provide variety and flexibility. Good materials include different types of content like texts, videos, games, visuals, and tasks, so that lessons remain dynamic and suitable for different learning styles. Flexible materials allow teachers to adapt them easily. Next one is to encourage independent learning. Materials should help learners continue studying outside the classroom. Clear instructions, self-check exercises, and digital resources support autonomous learning. Next goal is to ensure cultural appropriateness. Materials must represent cultures respectfully and correctly. They should help learners understand cultural differences and use language appropriately in various contexts. Next goal is to provide opportunities for practice and recycling. Effective materials offer multiple opportunities to practice new vocabulary and grammar. Recycling helps students remember and use language confidently. And last goal is to integrate technology when needed. Modern materials often aim to use technology such as apps, online tools, videos, and interactive platforms. This increases engagement and prepares learners for digital communication. Next slide about principles of materials development. According to Tomlinson and other experts, effective materials should follow these principles. First, principles learner-centeredness. Materials must be designed based on learners' needs, interests, and backgrounds. Second principle is meaningful input. Learners should be exposed to rich, authentic, and comprehensible language. Next one is engagement. Materials must stimulate curiosity, creativity, and emotional involvement. Next principle, variety. Different types of tasks, visuals, texts, and media keep learners active and motivated. Next one is gradation. Content should move from simple to more complex step by step. Sixth principle, recitability. Key vocabulary and grammar should repeat in different contexts. Seventh, authenticity. Using real-life materials helps students learn language, use it in real situation. And last one is clear instructions and outcomes. Students must understand what to do and why they are doing it. We can see the difference between materials and materials development. What is material? Materials. Materials can be anything which is used to help language learners to learn. Materials can be in the form, for example, of a text, a workbook, a cassette, a CD-ROM, a video, or a photocopied handout, a newspaper, a paragraph written on the whiteboard, anything which presents or informs about the language being learned. Next slide is about stages of materials development. The process of designing materials usually includes the following steps. And first one is needs analysis. Identifying learners' goals, difficulties, interests, and preferences is essential to design material. Second one is determining objectives. Decide what students must learn, for example, skills, vocabulary, grammar, and functions. Next one is selecting content. Teachers should choose appropriate topics, tasks, texts, visuals, and digital resources for their learners. Next one is designing the material. Create worksheets, activities, tasks, videos, or slides based on the objectives. Next one is piloting the material. Teachers should try it in class on a small group of students. And last one is evaluation and revision. Teachers should ask for feedback and improve the materials based on students' responses. In the next slide, we can see some examples of materials for language teaching. First one is flashcards. It's suitable for young learners, and it can be about animals, colors, shapes, family, food, and like that. Second one is worksheets. Worksheets, matching tasks, fill in the blanks, reading comprehension, puzzles are good examples of worksheets. Next one is video materials, short animation, storytelling videos, and pronunciation clips are good examples of video materials. Next one is digital tools. Interactive games on quizzes, Wordwall, Kahoot, or Google Slides are good examples of interactive games. Next one is real life documents. Menus, tickets, magazines, advertisements help students learn authentic language. We can see some characteristics of good materials. Good materials should be visually attractive, clear and easy to understand, relevant to learners' real lives, interactive and engaging, balanced in four skills, culturally appropriate, age appropriate, and technologically friendly. As a conclusion, materials development is a key component of a successful language teaching. It helps teachers create meaningful, motivating, and effective learning experiences. Whether teachers choose ready-made textbooks or create their own resources, the main goal remains the same: to support learners in using language confidently and communicatively. Materials development continues to grow with technology. Today, teachers can use digital tools, mobile apps, and interactive platforms to make learning more dynamic and enjoyable. Therefore, understanding materials development is essential for every modern language teacher. Thank you, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope the information was clear, useful, and easy to understand. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I will be happy to respond. See you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.